Hey everyone, it's your boy RDG from the RDG Sports Channel. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I'm nothing without you guys. Got an update for Jayden Daniels. Finished watching the Dan Quinn's press conference. Jayden Daniels did practice today. However, they're still going to use cautionary measures when dealing with this kid because he is our future. So they don't want to rush him to doing anything. They want to make sure he's able to make all the throws, and they're going to wait 48 hours to see how he's feeling. It's going to be a game time decision. Roughly around maybe 3 to 4 hours before the game, they'll know if he's able to play or not. They just want to make sure, it's nothing that's going to prevent him or alienate him from being able to do his job comfortably and, you know, um, able to put without putting the team himself and the team in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna wait and see. We gotta wait and see and be patient. We've been patient this long. We can continue to be patient. You know what I'm saying? He didn't practice on Wednesday. He didn't practice on Thursday. He did practice today. So we just gotta wait and see. Hopefully he'll be a go. Hopefully he'll be a go, and we're all gonna be waiting around. Up until the game time. We would love to see Jayden Daniels out there, but if he's not healthy enough to go out there, then we just gotta sit him out and let Marcus Mariota start. How comfortable I am with Marcus Mariota? I'm comfortable. I think with the coaching of Cliff Kingsbury and Dan Quinn, I'm confident in the offensive line. I'm confident in the running game. I'm confident in the wide receivers. All the components around him makes me feel a lot more comfortable with a guy like a Marcus Mariota. You know, um, versus last year in the Ron Rivera's tutelage. If this was the case last year, I wouldn't be so comfortable. I would automatically rule us out of trying to win this game or being competitive in this game like we were last year when we faced the Bears and how they humiliate us. You know, I want to say that game was on national TV. It was a blackout game. We had on all black. I think I'm not. I can't remember all the way, but I'm pretty sure I thought we had the black uniforms on, and we got tortured that game. If I'm wrong, then correct me in the comments. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, they put a hurting on us, man. You know what I'm saying? But under this regime, I think I'm much more confident. I'm comfortable. Um, I think that these guys, because they know how to coach and because they put us in the right situations, you know what I'm saying? I believe that we can go out there and beat a Chicago Bear team without Jayden Daniels. So I feel good about Sunday. I haven't felt this good about a team, about a Redskin Washington football team or Washington Commander team in a very long time. I can confidently go out there and say, yeah, I think we're going to win, despite of. You know what I'm saying? The other times I think I said it, I wasn't confident, but I said it out loud. But on the inside, I was like, man, we don't have a chance in hell of beating that team. But I was saying on the outside, with conviction also back in the day when I used to, speak on this team in a high praise, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I knew that we didn't have a fighting chance. But I would stand on it. I would stand on them 10 toes down. But back to Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels has a long career ahead of him. The rib injuries can be quite tricky, depending on you as an individual. How much pain can you tolerate? How fast is it healing? What type of damage it is to the rib. Rib injuries are just totally different, man. They go by healing, man. Rest. You know what I'm saying? So it's no particular timetable. I guess that's why Dan Quinn said week to week, because you never know when your rib is gonna feel fine. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna always, I think, be a week to week situation when it comes to your ribs. You know what I'm saying? So man, hopefully that he can play this Sunday, but if not, you know what I'm saying, next man up. And that's Marcus Mariota. And the Chicago Bears team, we really got to watch out for. Their defense is really, really fast. They get after it in the secondary. You know what I'm saying? The defensive line, as we know, they got Montez Sweat on that defensive line, and he can apply pressure to the quarterback. You know, whenever you can apply pressure to the quarterback, that changes the dynamic of the passing offense. Now, are we able to run against this team? Yeah. So that's what we got to use our strong point. They're gonna try to load them up in the box. They're gonna try to play our wide receivers one on one. I think they feel like they can play our wide receivers one on one. I think they feel like they can control the line of scrimmage with extra men in the box. And if they want to play man on man on mono on mono, that's not a good recipe for them. I think Baltimore and Tampa Bay will let them know that that's not a good recipe. You're gonna have to mix it up. You just can't go out there and try to, blitz this team and stuff like that. Especially with a guy like if Jayden Daniels is playing or Marcus Mariota, because if you don't get there, it's gonna be hell to pay. So I know they're gonna try to load up because they want to control line of scrimmage, want to stop our running game. They want to make us a one-dimensional team. We understand the assignment of what Chicago wants to do, but they got to be able to execute it. A lot of teams come in there every week and try to do the same thing, but it's about execution. It's about mano a mano. Are you physical enough? Are you able? Are you talented enough to do those sorts of things? And if so, hats off. But if not, you're going to get a 40 burger up on you. You're going to get a 30 burger up on you. You're going to get the points on the scoreboard if you're not able to execute your game plan when facing offense like this. Uh, as you saw, we didn't need Marcus Mariota, and we were still able to put a 40 burger up in that game. Yeah, our defense only scored 7 points, so we scored 33 points offensively. Could have scored more, but we scaled back. You know what I'm saying? Dan Quinn don't want to, his professionalism out there, sportsmanship. He don't want to run the score up on other teams. That's the only reason why we haven't scored 50 yet. Because we're capable of scoring 50 points if we had a Bill Belichick type coach. Bill Belichick used to run that score up, and for good reason. And because if it come down to points, you want to have the tiebreaker. You know what I'm saying? Amount of points scored sometimes can help you if it comes down to let's say we're 15-2, right? And the other team is 15-2, and the NFC record is tied. Everything is tied. Now, what's the last tiebreaker? Amount of points scored. So you want to be able to score those points, unless they change that system. I remember that system was in place, and that was part of Bill Belichick's reasoning for scoring a lot of points. You know what I'm saying? And plus, he said the game is not over until the clock hits zero. And I'm a believer of that. So yeah, I digress, but who cares? But yeah, I want to know you guys. What's your take on how the Commanders would fare without Jayden Daniels? You know what I'm saying? And I want to know you guys' input. This is you guys' channel as much as it is mine. So I want to know your input. What you guys think? What you think the score predictions it would be? You know what I'm saying? Do you think we got a chance to beat the Bears without JD5? Or tell me what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we can. I think we can. And I'm not going to predict the score because I tried to predict the score last week with Carolina. And Carolina, I thought they was going to score more points than 7. For a minute there, I thought we was going to shut those guys out. But like I said, they put together a drive and we was no longer hungry. But I thought the defense was going to play hard to preserve that shutout, but they didn't. They didn't preserve that shutout. So, but this right here, I think it's going to be a tough, hard-fought game. I'm not looking for a blowout. Somewhere, I say 20-16, 23-14, somewhere around there. Of course, Commanders. I respect Chicago's offense. They got the three-headed monster wide receiver tandem. They got the boy Swift as the running back. And, of course, they got Caleb Williams. He's a dynamic rookie sensation right now. I think Jayden Daniels slightly better than him right now. And it's not even close, but I'm going to say slightly to give respect to Caleb because Caleb is not a bad quarterback. So I am going to give him his respect. But I just think our quarterback is the numbers speak for itself. Despite him missing the game, I still think he's head and shoulders better than all the rest of the rookies, period, in this class, not just quarterbacks, but the rookies, period. But I think it's going to be a tough, hard-nosed game, man. I don't think it's going to be a blowout whatsoever. Both teams going to put up. I think turnovers going to decide this game. Both teams going to put up a good fight, but I think in this particular game right here, because I think both of the teams, um, they're not even, but they're not too far away from each other. I think Chicago got the better offensive team on paper because of the names, but I think Washington um, has the better overall team as far as like not on paper, but as far as playing together, the play style and how they execute. I think Washington is the better team when it comes to that. The efficiency, the execution. Um, when they say playing down to your level of competition, the Commanders rose above and blew those teams out. So I just think overall it's going to be easy. Everything balances itself out, and I think if you balance it all out, I think these two teams are not too far. It's not a whole lot that separates these two teams by a large margin. So I think that's why I think it's going to be a close game than what people think. You know what I'm saying? Some people picking um, Chicago. Well, let me take that back. Let me take that statement back. A lot of people are not picking this game to be a blowout. Everybody is picking this game from what I saw from the predictions being a close game, actually. So, and I'm agreeing. I'm on the lines of agreeing with that. I think it's going to be a close game, also. So, if you're looking for a blowout, I don't think that's not your game you're going to look for. It's going to be a rock'em sock'em, just like how the Ravens game was. It's going to be a game like that. Look for it to be a game like that. Close. We're going to have to make some stops. We definitely going to have to make some stops. It can't be like the Ravens. We got to learn from our mistakes. If we want to be an elite team, we got to know how to take a team off the field, get a team off the field, man. Get the ball back, score. Always having the team chasing you. You don't want to be chasing that team. Then that team gets the control of the clock, gets control of the line of scrimmage, you know what I'm saying, late in the fourth quarter. You don't want to be in a game like that. You want to go ahead and you play from the lead. You don't want to play behind, So as long as we can stay ahead, and we're able to play our game and we don't have to be in a trailing position, I think we'll be fine. If we win the toss, kick it off. We get the ball back at halftime. We got a 10-7 lead at halftime. We getting the ball right back. You got to score a touchdown. You got to be able to score that touchdown so you'll be 10 points. You always want to be 10 points ahead like how Baltimore was with us when they had us by 2 touchdowns and we was able to score to cut it to 7. Guess what they had on their favor? They had time and they had Henry on their side. And they had Lamar Jackson. So those guys, those veteran guys, was not going to allow us to get the ball back, and rightfully so. Anyway, I hope we come out on the winning end come Sunday. We'll know around 7:30 if we're victorious or not. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, Commander Nation, we're able to be happy and we'll be able to move our record to 6-2. With that being said, this has been your boy Arbor DG. Thank you all for tuning in. On the next video. Peace.